Welcome to Lake Livingston Village. We're about to pass the main office. Beautiful main office. Grounds are well kept. They often hold barbecues here for the subdivision. And right underneath that cabana, there's two double doors. And they're open 6 days a week. The number is 936-566-4272. This is definitely a family atmosphere type subdivision. Everybody's happy that buys into here. Everybody is. And these lots are getting harder to find, so definitely give us a call. Okay, we are turning down Quail Crest. We're towards the back of the subdivision. Maintenance just put some rocks in the road right here. You can see there are piles of rocks to the left. I just saw him coming down the street, so they do maintenance on the road the best they can. And that's nice because a lot of subdivisions don't. Here is a mobile home here, full-time resident. Slow down. Here is another mobile home. His yard looks okay. Nice and neat. No problems with his yard. To the left, this lady's retired. And her mobile home is not bad either. Nice, neat mobile home. There's an empty lot that nobody is using. A lot of part-timers here. They're not full-timers. Okay. To your left, I think that could be a renter. It's not bad. Not the best. And of course, to your right, got a neat little cabin. They're always working. And pretty cool. But to the left, where that pole is, begins lot number 312. My name is Paul Kacheroff with 423buyland.com. Got another terrific property to show you today. This is lot number 312 of section 13, located on Quail Crest. Lot 312 is ready to go. It's ready to sell. And I'm pretty proud of this lot because I don't get a lot of easy lots as far as the clearing process. Rule of thumb, if I can't walk through a lot, it's not going to be an easy clearing job. I can walk right through this lot and we can show you the property today. I have a sign on this property. The property is staked out. And what's great about this property is the cost savings. You see, the average lot will require about a $3,000 electricity cost to install. That's what the electric company charges. That's what you're going to pay to complete the total installation with a small pole, a big pole at the front, and a transformer. I don't get a lot of lots with the big poles already at the front. As you can see, there's a big pole right next to my stake. And these big poles are not cheap. A big pole is going to run you around $1,500 during the install process. The transformer is going to run you $800, and then about $400 or $500 total when you put your little pole on. Well, you save $1,500. So I estimate the cost for electricity to be around $1,500, not $3,000. Big cost savings. Your water and sewer are going to run you around $1,500. The same with every lot that I sell in the subdivision. Pretty simple, not too bad. $3,000 for electricity, water, and sewer. You just can't get better than that. Lot 312 is a great lot. Quail Crest is a nice quiet street. The neighbors are nice. There are a lot of retired people on the street. Roads are bumpy. They're not the best. But as you can see when we drove in here, they were putting deposits of gravel on all the holes and everything. So we have a subdivision that maintains their own roads. They're not the best and not the worst. It's definitely something you can live with. So I encourage you to come look at this property. And these properties don't last very long. And if you have any questions, feel free to call me at 423-BUY-LAND, which comes to 289-5263. So anyway, I'm going to walk the street because that's really more important than anything else, and give you an idea of what the immediate neighborhood looks like. Thank you very much for watching this video, and we're here if you need us. All right, super duper property, good property. I'm going to walk the street real quickly. Standing on the property, you know, video and photos don't really do it justice. You have to come here and see the property. I mean, we do the best that we can, the absolute best that we can. Roads are 1 to 10. I give it about a 4. They're not the best, but they're not the worst. The maintenance maintains the roads, and they do a few roads at a time. They've already filled up a few potholes on the street this morning, which is really cool. The maintenance fees are $25 a month, includes free trash pickup. Trash pickup in this area runs around $37. So for $25, you get your trash picked up. Nice property to my left. You know, we're looking at the end of the street. There's a stop sign right there. So you've got 1, 2, 3 units at the end. And this person did a real nice job. I love that overhang. Real nice job. As you can see, really important, garbage, garbage. American flag. Now the garbage is really important because there's no pickup, there's no county pickup in this area. So 90% of the people have to load their garbage into the car, and they have to drive about 2 or 3 miles from their residence and go in line every day and do a drop-off. I do it, and you pay by the bag. So I go about 3 or 4 days a week. I make it part of my schedule to run through the garbage drop-off locations in the area. It's not bad, but it's an extra chore. This is the only subdivision that picks up your garbage that I know of in the area. It's the only one. So if you're down in Houston or down south, I got to tell you, $25 to get trash pickup is unbelievable. Here's an empty lot. It's not for sale. I've contacted him. I guess he just hasn't picked up his sign. And there is a wooded lot right here. Between this cleared lot, there's a wooded lot between him and my lot. Once again, guys, love that pole. Whew. You can see if I owned this lot from here to here, or even if I own this lot, there's no pole at the corner. So the electric company would require an install right there. There's no way around it. It doesn't matter how close the next pole is, you got to have one at your lot. I'll give you an example. You can see that car in the distance. Well, there's no resident in this subdivision that does not have a pole. So it's kind of hit and a miss. When I pick up these lots, I never know if I'm going to get the pole or not. So this lot definitely obviously has the pole. There is the stake right there. Okay. I can walk right through here, and I can walk behind this tree line. It's pretty, I guess the word is sparse. It's not very dense. And easy clearing, easy clearing. There's an area to drop this off with. Here's a lot that we just sold. She's very happy with it. So to give you an idea what your lot will look like. We just sold this lot this morning. I'll be taking my sign down. Lot 335 is a nice nice lot, beautiful lot. And that's what a lot would look like when it's cleared. As I stand here, you can see catty corner. There's the lot. I walk down the street to show you those mobile homes. Now I'm pivoting. I'm going to go down the other end of the street. Nice, wide turning roads if you have an RV. Gives you the potential to turn it. Now there are two people standing out here. I've never seen them before. I've been down this street all year, so I have a feeling they're not full-timers. They have a nice log cabin house. I don't want to point my camera at them because people don't like it. But here's a cleared lot down the way. How are you? I'm doing all right. Just putting my lot up for sale right down the road, and I just wanted to show the street. How are you guys doing? I like your house. Nice log cabin house you got there. You're a veteran too, huh?
Yes, sir.
Unfortunately, I was in the Army. I should have joined the Navy.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
How much did you pay to clean up the lot?
Pardon that interruption. It's always nice to stop and talk to the neighbors. Here's a couple of units here. You know, it's an older mobile home, older trailer. Nice little cabin. The yard is nice and neat. By the way, I just met these two people as we were walking down the street. Really nice people. And she is from Russia. And she just asked me about clearing a lot. I know she wanted me to do it, but I don't clear lots for other people. I can't do it. They all like my lot clearing jobs because I spend a lot of time on them. As you can see in this footage, there's my red car there. Right across is a lot. Okay, there's a lot. You have this nice little log cabin house here, 200-300 feet away. And then you have this combination right here. Okay? And you have one cleared lot. Now, as I pivot and I look down the street, there are other residences, but you know, I don't think they really matter. This is your immediate area. So you got a log cabin, you got a single wide. Nice little cabin. Obviously, they're hardly ever done. This is the first time I've met them in a year, so I don't think they're full-timers. So you'll probably never see them. If you see any debris out front, it's because they're cleaning out and they're constantly working on it. These are project lots, so you're always going to find people working on their properties and pulling stuff to the front, which is kind of cool. All this grass on the side, the subdivision does a cut. Let me tell you, this place is beautiful when they go down and they start doing their cuts and everything, okay? So just one more thing. There's a cleared lot, mobile home cabin, okay? And then the lot I cleared. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're gonna walk back. So it's really important that before people come in, that they know exactly what the neighborhood looks like. I don't want you driving a long way and being disappointed. I mean, there's only so much that I can show you without being intrusive. Here's an empty lot. I don't know what he's doing with it. I think he sold it. These properties go quickly, and I've never seen the new owner here yet. Okay. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 lots, and then that pole marks the one, lot number 312. They have a nice little cabin house to my right, but they're standing out front. I don't want to point a camera at their house. It's, you know, I don't think I'd want that done, but I think you guys get the idea. I'm approaching the property, lot number 312, right here. It begins at that pole. So there's 312. I think that would be 311, so there's 312. You got the pole, you got the pole. Here's a lot I just sold. It is before this lot, so it's not directly across the street. Across the street from this lot is trees. Okay, so that's nice. There's a lot between the one I just sold. All properties when developing are going to require a culvert and a dirt pad. All properties are going to require a culvert and a dirt pad. When you dig up fresh ground dirt and you're going to enter a property, you got to put that culvert and that pad down so there's water flowage. As you can see, every street in the subdivision has got water. Now this doesn't have the best water flowage. You want something a little deeper so the water pushes. This is real shallow. You can see with lot number 312, it's got a much wider gap. It holds a little more water in the front, but that's okay. It's because there's no culverts on here. So once you, I would go right here personally, and I would put a drive in like that, real easy access. Once you put your culvert in your drive and you do your clearing, look real nice. For those of you who don't understand what a culvert is, believe it or not, this is a culvert. That's a culvert. Okay? He's on the same side as lot 312, and you can see that the water that runs in front of the lot will go through the culvert. That's what lot 312 is going to look like when it's done. So what I'm doing right now is I want to show you the markers. We have found all the lots before this. You can see these flags here, so that we are absolutely 100% sure where our property is. One reason why I go onto the lot is because when I shoot these videos, I kind of want you to get an idea of what you're going to see when you get here, when you're standing on the property, because it's a different perspective than walking up and down the street. Okay, here's the corner marker for lot 312. Each lot is approximately 40 by 100. Here is my sign, and then here is the other marker. We found the pins, which are the survey markers, so it's exactly accurate. Now, rule of thumb, if I can walk through a property, pretty easy clearing. And of course, I love that $1,500 savings. So we're going to walk down the lot line and get into this lot for you. Of course, I'm holding a camera. Now, I'm inclined to believe this lot was cleared at one time. I get these lots where I cannot break the tree line. It's awful. But I'm under the impression that many years ago, this lot was clean swiped. Let's say maybe 8-9 years ago. That's really good. There is a garbage drop-off, so that when you're clearing, you don't have to do burn piles. So if you're coming up here in the weekend, you got an old work truck like me, you don't have to worry about babysitting fires. It's very slow that way. A lot of people don't understand when it comes to burning. I've done a lot of burning to clear lots. You start burning at 6 o'clock in the morning. By about noon, you're done. You really can't burn more than that. You can't let a fire smolder. You just can't do that. There's my left marker right there, and there's the pole. There's the left marker, so there's the frontage. But you just can't leave a fire smoldering. One of the biggest mistakes is thinking you can burn till 3 or 4 p.m. and then 2 hours later kick dirt on it. No, not that easy. So when you're burning a lot to clear it, it's a very slow process. If you're coming from Houston, it makes it even worse. So if you're a weekender, there is a place to drop your debris off in the subdivision. You drive your truck in there, you pull it in, and you just unload it, and the subdivision will actually burn it for you. So you can do as many loads as you want all day long. That's what I do. But as you can see, I'm walking through this lot. This lot comes equipped with as much poison ivy as you'd like. Ouch. So I'm walking through the back of this, and I got to tell you, nice lot. Nice lot. I want to find the back marker. I haven't staked out the back marker, and I really need to. I believe there's 90 foot of depth on this lot. I'd have to recheck the plat. But we have our developer here in the subdivision to get started on a pad. We have it set up so that you don't have to worry about getting estimates, one stop, do it all. We have it all for you, okay? That's one of the biggest problems that people have. They get intimidated. They get very intimidated with the lot development process. They're not so much intimidated by driving up and working on the lot. That's kind of the fun part. But it's, what do you do next? How do you do it? Well, I got to figure it out. One guy, best in the area, He's doing everybody in the subdivision. He's 25% cheaper than anybody you can call out of a phone book. His name is Dave. His partner's name is Val. We put his signs on every single property that we sell. And he does just excellent work. They can start within 48 hours and have a pad done within 2 to 3 days. Keep in mind, it all depends what work you want. Start to finish, stump grinding, tree removal, pad, everything. And he's 2 streets over, so there's no such thing as a charge to bring his equipment. He drives around in the tractor, does it right away. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Anyway, easy lot. I could clear this. I can do, okay, there's my stake. I can do all of this in a daytime. I can do that in a day. I can do that. I can do all of this. I mean, this is cleared. The right side of the lot is cleared. I can do this lot in 3 days. I'm going to go ahead and call it. Easy. Maybe 2. You know, depending on what trees you leave. But keep in mind, you know, they got some tall trees, so there's going to be some cut up. It's always a little bit more than you think. So 2, 3 days, 4 days. The lot across the street I cleared in 2 weeks. That was brutal. This is cake. No problem with this one. So anyway, if you have any questions, call me. Thank you. Here is the designated spot in the subdivision for lot owners with RV hookups and a little swimming pool and some cute little cabins. For a very minimal fee, you can talk to Karen at the front desk and she will work something out with you. You can stay here with your RV. And there's one person already. This place is never full up. There's always available spots. So you can see this person is in an RV. They're a lot owner. Maybe they're developing their lot. Maybe they're waiting. Maybe they're working on it. Who knows? Really cute little park. I wanted to show this to everybody because this is an asset. I had a customer develop a lot once, and he utilized this RV section while he developed his lot, and it worked out really nicely. He stayed here a couple of weeks. You've got some picnic tables there. You've got a small swimming pool, I believe. The maintenance crew does a super job at maintaining these areas in the subdivision. Really cute. To my left, right here, you can see some empty RV spots not being used. A picnic table, a little charcoal grill. You can see the electrical hookups right there. Real quiet. That's what I love about the subdivision. Really peaceful. Over here, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 cabins. You can rent those cabins by the night if you don't have an RV. I mean, they're real basic. You can see they do have 2 air conditioning units. You may have to bring your own bedding. It's not a hotel, but really, really nice to have. There's no other subdivision that has these attributes. And of course, there's even a swimming pool, especially when it's hot out. So this is just a little quick snapshot of the RV spots. Really handy. Now onto the boat ramp. Okay, here we are at the designated boat ramp section for all lot owners. And you can get a key as a lot owner. Just go to the front office. They're constantly maintaining this subdivision, so nothing is left to be fixed. Here's where you will back your boat in. Probably the most important aspect is that pink little building right there. It's nice to have a bathroom facility by the boat ramp. Because if you're on a boat, you don't have to go home to well, take care of things. All of this land belongs to the boat ramp section. So it's a great little park area to take your dog. We take our dog here occasionally. We have him with us today. And it's a great little fishing spot. There's a gentleman in the far corner. He's fishing. I don't think we're going to bother him too much. This lake is the most beautiful lake you've ever seen. It has more coastline than the state of Maine, from what we've been told and what we read over the years. I don't know who actually walked the coastline, but here we'll go to this side. Really nice. It's a beautiful morning. It's 8:15 in the morning, and it must be about 82 degrees. It's not too hot, and you can see the open water. It's about 300 feet away from here. There's the open water. You don't have to take your boat through canal channels to get to the open water. That is really, really important. There's some subdivisions that you'd have to go a mile or two in order to get out into the lake. And then, of course, you're hitting low spots. Not here. It's got beautiful depth here. You could back in a large boat. And, of course, you can fish here, too. A lot of catfish tend to group in this corner here, from what people tell me. And, and these are really beautiful waterfront houses on either side that you're looking at in front. And there you go. There's a little barbecue there. You can picnic here if you'd like. But, well, this is a wrap, so I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you very much for the time you spent and giving us the opportunity to sell our lots to you. We thank you kindly. Call or text us 7 days a week at 423-BUY-LAND.